Hello everyone, this is Ecos Blacks here again, and it's been a while. Been trying to focus on F122, work on my setups and get the feel for the game, and it is, I will say, a very tough game. I will say the pad is definitely going to be a struggle on this game. So if you're on a wheel, you're looking pretty good. But yeah, I think for me, it's going well. I did kind of struggle a bit, but because I didn't really know the setups, but now I kind of understand them, and I've started to click off some lap times, and some of them have been really good. So yeah, but now we're still gonna end a couple videos. We still have a couple more videos to do on F1 2021. I think I have this and maybe two more. I think one will be one of my races, or I think all of them would pretty much be my races in contested speed. But you're pretty much going to see how no ABS worked for me in the end of the game, and I pretty much will put that all in one video about how those races went, because yeah, it's going to be kind of a bum episode, I'll say. It's gonna put me in a bummy mood because yeah, it sucks. But hey, you gotta make the best of some situations. But I think there will be one video where I will do one more race highlights, and then the others will be like a combination. But anyways, we gotta get back to this. We're coming to end this lap, and you see you go P4, I believe, and we actually are going to decide to later to go on for another lap. After the first lap, we decided to back out, and we thought we may have enough fuel to try this. And I was telling myself I could go for this, or I could just pit and put either a new pair of softs on or just keep these on. So I decided to chance it, but you'll see I took way too much curb there. You see on entry it helped me out because of shorter distance, but at the exit it completely hurt me. So now we're just gonna have to shift up into third gear, and this corner here has been really aggravating. I struggle so much with the no ABS, so that just means I lock up almost instantly. So you basically just have to trail brake, and just I think try to be a little bit more quicker on the downshifts, honestly, for me, and obviously lay off the gas, because that obviously helps with no ABS. Just lay off the brake pedal to get rid of that lockup. But you saw we set a purple set too, so I knew the pace was there, but we are out of fuel, so we're going to decide to actually pit, because we basically have no choice. And in my head, I'm thinking track position. I don't really care about tires. I just want for once to get some track position, put myself in a good situation. So I'm going to decide to go for it. I'm going to put new softs on, as you see, with the grip we get out this corner and the downforce we have. I'm going to chance it, and so that means we have no fresh soft pairs for the race, but we do have two fresh medium sets. So, and obviously everyone has a fresh hard set. So yeah, I think the softs will be fine. I think we'll have probably like 7% on them, depending, I think, on the setup. But yeah, I just decided to go for it. I wasn't really too bothered about the wear. I probably should have kept one fresh set, but at the same time I messed up my second run, so I had to pit, put a new soft set on. But you can see lap's going good so far. We are pretty much hitting our marks, and now through sector 2 we're going to see what it's going to be, and it's actually going to be a purple sector 2 again. So like I said, the pace is there, but I did kind of make a mess out of that corner. I really wasn't as aggressive as I could have been. So I just I guess I didn't really want to chance a invalidation there, so because you can't risk two soft pairs and not put a lap in. So coming to the line, we are on provisional pole. So now it's basically up to the competition of what they can do. You can see Nicholas here and Victor. Victor goes P2 2 thousandths off, and Nicholas puts it on pole position or provisional pole because I think there's still a few people running, but you're gonna see at the end of the session, yeah, he's pretty much on pole. I think everyone else that hasn't got the check, yeah, you see now everyone's pretty much done. So Nicholas did put it on pole, followed by me and Victor. And after Emerald, I was just thinking, okay, this is what I want. I just want track position because I felt I had the speed at Emerald. I just couldn't make something out of it because Emerald's not one of my strongest tracks. But onto the formation lap now. It's just, I want to get the lead and I want to check out because I know the soft stint is going to be my best stint because we have wear on the tires already and they're going to get worse by lap 4 to 10. Even 12 if you decide to stretch them. And I could stretch them because the downforce that I have. And I feel like I got pace here. So I'm expecting a win. I'm just saying I'm going all out for the win. I want to stick to that and I want to make sure I put myself in the best situation possible. So come to the start. Lights out and away we go. And we actually don't get that good of a start. You can see Victor is actually already beside us and I'm thinking, okay, and we're actually 3 wide here, so I'm actually going to outbreak these guys. And I don't want to turn into the Alpine. I want to give him space, and I try to give Victor space. That's why I couldn't really cut that turn the way I want to. I didn't want to take a chance with that red arrow. But you can see, we're actually going to go for the move on the Red Bull here. We're going to outbreak him, and the Red Bull actually backs out because he's actually in the championship fight with the Alfa Romeo of Bowers. So he actually decided, okay, I'm just gonna wait because Bowers is actually kind of, I think, like mid-pack, maybe like 10th or maybe a little higher than mid-pack. So yeah, he just decided I just gotta finish ahead of him, I think, and I think his gap was like 3 points or something. So yeah, he just decided to play the long game, which was the right thing to do. But you can see we already get a warning, so we're not off to the best start. It's not good to get a warning this early, so you usually want to go as long as you can before you get your first warning. And I almost got my second one there, but you can see I'm already, usually, if you know me at every race, if I get the lead, I'm trying to break the DRS as fast as possible, and we're already doing a good job of that. And I turned the ERS off because I didn't want to have no power. Instead, I want to have as much power as possible. Okay, you can see that it definitely worked as we actually drained it down the straight. So we're already on 40%. But it's actually working out because we are 1.3 up almost on Nicholas. So yeah, I think it is working out pretty okay. And the downforce is already working for us. And you know, in my head, I'm thinking, okay, this is good. Let's just build the gap here, continue to do what we're doing. And the gap is just going up and up and up. I did kind of lose a bit through that hairpin, but I think the hairpin wasn't probably my strongest suit until the tires get kind of old. But you can see the gap I'm building is just so much. And this is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see the gap get bigger and bigger and bigger. And because I knew the pace I had was really good, and I wanted to end the season with a win because the season hasn't gone the best. I think the only highlight I have pretty much is the win in the Netherlands. Other than that, it hasn't gone good. But you can see ERT Thomas and another car has DNF, and that triggers a virtual safety car. So, and then that turns into a full safety car. So now, I'm starting to think, as you see on the MFD, I actually have hard selected. Because I'm thinking, the hard should be able to go to the end. They can do a full race about every track, I'm pretty sure. Or almost every track, probably besides Singapore maybe. But I'm thinking, let's chance it, should we? Should we chance it? And I'm gonna decide to chance it. You saw the mediums was actually selected, but it's actually the hard tires that were put on my car, which is what I wanted. I was thinking either medium to soft or go straight to the end on the hards. And you can see here, I chose the hards, or either the game chose the hards. I don't know what the MFB just showed, but I think it was the medium. So if it showed hards, I'm sorry, but you can see we did put the right tire that I wanted on the hards. So now I wasn't sure if this was the right call or not, because this is all going to depend on what Victor and Nicholas, how far they can get away. If they get away a lot, then it's going to be pretty tough, because the mediums are a really good tire here. So I'm thinking, okay, and you can see I'm actually really far back too, because I didn't want to take any chances of getting wing damage or anything. I just kind of wanted to, you know, chill. So, and yeah, you can see I caught up now because the Ferrari actually has a bit of wing damage. And I'm taking my time here. I'm not really trying to, you know, just zoom up on him. So he actually has wing damage, and he's actually fighting me here, which was surprising. But we're going to take this spot. We're just going to outbrake him, not mess around with him, and take the spot. And I use the ERS just to make sure I'm still up there with these guys. But realistically, I probably shouldn't have used it. Now you can see though, Victor and Nicholas are the first two cars, the Red Bull and the Aston. So they are already starting to build a big gap, and I'm still at the end of this train. So the thing about this train was they were fighting so hard, which really they shouldn't be doing unless I would say you are way quicker. But that's the thing, most of these guys felt quicker, and it's helping their race. They don't care about my race at all. So now I'm just going to get by the action here, because I'm not going to waste any time. I want to get by these guys as quick as possible. And I have to save the ERS to do that. And I thought about going to the inside of my teammate, but I decided to think better as he is my teammate. And coming to lap 11, you can see Victor and Nicholas have decided to pit. And I was thinking, okay, this is where it all begins, because they went to the medium tires, both of them, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you can see Nicholas went to the medium tires, and I know Victor went on the medium tires. So yes, both are on the mediums. You can see PS went to the hards, but you can see a big crash happens in front of me, and my teammate was collected in that, sadly. So that is definitely not what we wanted to see, but it also is kind of what we want to see, because we can now, we have less cars to go through. So this is actually working out pretty okay. But Victor and Nicholas are going to be probably about 2 seconds, maybe a second and a half quicker than me a lap. Maybe a second and a half to 2.5 seconds a lap quicker. So now I'm thinking, okay, let's set up volcanoes. We accidentally hit the back of them. But I just want to get by him, because I don't want to lose DRS the cars ahead. So we go by him. And now we have to try and get into the DRS of Bowers and the Alpine ahead, who has 8 seconds of penalties. I don't know where he got 8 seconds. I guess he had the collision under the safety car, because I don't remember anyone pitting with me. So as we get a second warning, and that was a pretty stupid warning. So I didn't use the ERS off that corner, because I knew I didn't want to gain time, but I still got a warning anyway. So in the end, should have used it. But yeah, we did get back in the DRS, because their medium tires are not better than my hards right now. So you can see 12% on the ERS, and I'm thinking at this point, these guys are battling super hard, and this is costing me time. But I'm thinking, I don't have enough ERS, and you can see Victor's lap time was about battling, man. Why are they battling? Probably about anything, probably 3 seconds faster than mine, probably. So he is gaining time. So I knew at some point I had to get by these guys, but I have to save some ERS, just so when I'm ready to make the move, I can go by whenever I want to, because I can't just go and have no ERS to fight back with on a straight. And so you can see here, I'm just kind of conserving the ERS and kind of chilling behind these guys, because these guys were fighting really hard. And you know, in my head, it just kind of made sense to kind of stay behind them. So Yeah, but you can see, I want you to pay attention to the McLaren. You can see that that McLaren actually has Victor and Nicholas behind. So they are about this straight behind, the second DRS straight or third DRS straight behind. And that is definitely time they can make up. But the thing is, my tires should be better at the end of this run or stint because I'm on the hard tires. Even though they're on mediums, their mediums will wear out by the end of the race, especially if they're running higher or lower downforce than me. So luckily for me, I am on higher downforce. So coming to this lap, I'm thinking, do I want to do this or what? And I'm checking what the fastest lap is because I'm checking my lap time to see how much time am I losing, and I'm losing probably around 2 seconds a lap. And these guys are just costing us so much time. But coming to the end of the lap, you see, or about midway through the lap, Victor is up into 5th. And this is where I knew it's time to get a move on. I can't stick behind these guys forever. I have to get some type of move on. So I'm using ERS to get by the Alpine to try and get by Bowers on the second straight. And you can see we're both using the ERS. And I'm going to go by Bowers because I don't want to be behind him. I want to be the second car to the Alpine. But the Alpine actually goes wide. And I actually got DRS because he messed up. So we did what we wanted. And I'm actually okay. I didn't even think that I had DRS. Actually, I didn't even notice that till now, I think. So I don't remember how it was at the time. But now is the crucial part. Victor is up into second. Nicholas is pretty much losing Nicholas and Victor. And I think we were actually at some points quicker than both of these guys in some sections of the track. We were actually quicker. So lap by lap, you can see Victor getting closer and closer. Nicholas is only gaining like 2/10 a lap. So I think at this point either he's just trying to take it calm or he's just not really that quick. But you can see we pulled away from Nicholas. But now Victor is within 2 seconds. So the ideal situation for him is to get the DRS coming to the white flag to have any chance. I knew if I could keep him from that, he won't win this race. I knew there was no way unless I got a penalty or something. So I'm using the ERS every straight. I'm not saving anything. I'm pushing every straight to try and get away. But the thing, I was actually losing time because I just didn't feel the hards had much more pace. I think I actually took care of these hards pretty good because I could have pushed probably a lot harder. I just did not push as hard as Victor was pushing, and we were probably on the same amount of tires. I'm pretty sure because I just really wasn't pushing as hard as I could. But you can see Victor is within the DRS now, but I don't think he got DRS this straight. But now it's pretty much up to can he stay in the DRS. So you can see I am pushing, trying to keep him out of the DRS, but I didn't want to use ERS right there because I knew it could I could lose the car. So he's pretty much within the DRS now, but I'm going to use it as me actually gaining a 10th off that corner, but he has clearly a little bit more straight line speed than me, so I could tell he does have a little bit more straight line speed than I do. So I could tell that now. But he is in the DRS, so now we have to make the straight as short as possible and weave just a little bit or get him out of the slipstream just to help my cause. So going in here, he is right on me. I go a little bit, I overshoot the turn just a little bit, but Victor doesn't have a good exit. And now I'm watching him because now he has the run and I'm going to protect the inside and he overshoots the corner. So now I'm thinking, okay, I've got this. I just need to not wreck or anything. I knew in the dirty air he would struggle quite a bit, so I felt I could do this, but he actually wasn't losing that much time. So going into here, I actually don't hit it that well. I took it way too light. So now Victor is right up me. And now you can see with the DRS, he's going to go to the outside and he actually turns into me, and I just lose the car, and yeah, just beyond furious at this moment. And now I'm finna lose the podium because here comes the Alfa Romeo, and my tires are pretty much shot. And you can see Victor actually got a penalty, and he also got a penalty after the race for that collision. He got a 5-second penalty, which it didn't I think actually, no, it doesn't promote me to P2 because he is 9 seconds ahead. So coming to the line, you're gonna see we are going to get P3, but and Haas has the fastest lap, but the game puts us P4, what? Which was some glitch, but I did get P3 in the end, luckily. So yeah, just unfortunate. We went for it and it didn't work. Sometimes you just have those moments, and I was feeling that I was completely frustrated. I could not believe what I just witnessed, and so close to that second PSGL win, and then that happened. But you know what? It happens, and we just got to go fight next season in PSGL. I think next season will be a full-time season in PSGL, so I'm not too mad. You live and you learn, and sometimes you just got to learn the hard way, as my dad would probably say. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for PSGL. Like I said, still got 2 more videos to do. I think 2 more videos. It may be 1. If it's 1, it will be next Tuesday. Either way, it probably be a double upload or 1 upload. So we'll see. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me. I do actually have some stuff planned already for F122, so be on the lookout for that. I've joined a couple new leagues. PRL could be in trouble. We'll see how that goes, but that's pretty much it for me. Ecos Blacks. See you guys next time.